Alright, it's time to talk about the Ultimate World Cruise. You probably know the Ultimate World Cruise, the one that's happening at the moment. People paying like $60,000 to be on a boat for 9 months. I've talked about it before, but something that I haven't talked about are the influencers that are on that boat. That's an influencer. That's how I see myself, as this little guy waving. The 9-month cruise has quickly become just a self-documented reality show. And like many reality shows, at one point in the season, we have people coming in from outside to cause a ruckus. First one to do it is this TikToker, Mark Sebastian. He went on the cruise all the way back in January, and these were his first impressions.
It is so loud on this goddamn ship. It's so overstimulating. Non-stop music being pumped into every room, every hall, every dining room that you enter. I swear I sat on a chair and the music got louder yesterday.
So interestingly, compared to a normal cruiser who goes on this ship as like for fun, Mark came onto it as a professional reviewer. This guy, and we can see by the glasses, is the Anthony Fantano of the cruise world.
Next, I will be pressing charges against the person who decided, no, I'm not gonna put bottles of water inside of the rooms for guests to enjoy.
So the pressing charges thing, I think that's kind of the format of him talking about this. So he doesn't like the fact that they didn't put bottles of water in his room.
Call me crazy, but I do feel like for the price of the room, guests should be able to stay hydrated at their own convenience.
Yeah, I guess so. It's an all-included experience, so maybe they kind of want to, you know, make you go out of the room to get all this stuff that you're getting that's included in your package, to kind of make you get less stuff so they can save a little bit of money. Maybe that's the tactic they're going for.
Unfortunately, I will be pressing charges against the Royal Caribbean Channel for showing me nicer ships I could be staying on. Okay, I've seen puddles bigger than the pool over here. I'm just not sure why I should have to see that when I'm on a ship that is older than Jenna Ortega. In the final category, prison, honey. Whoever did the lighting upon this ship,
I do feel we're gonna get a tale of two influencers here. I do feel like Mark did kind of come in to, you know, for the entertainment aspect of it. So he came in being, you know, intentionally kind of nitpicky for the content. And, you know, I don't think there's that much of a harm in you nitpicking, you know, the level of lighting on a boat. But I do think that's what's happening here, right? A lot of the content talking about the world cruise is negative. But if you go on it and you're just like, I don't know, I kind of had fun. I kind of had a nice time. Who's gonna care? You need the spice over here.
I have a lot of clothes. I called to get extra hangers, and unfortunately, they brought me wire hangers. You're psychotic if you think I'm gonna put knitwear on a wire hanger?
So just ask for different hangers. They don't know that you have knitwear. You know what I mean, though? I feel like this is you're kind of just looking for things to say at this point. Then he did another update about day 2 and day 3 on the cruise.
I will be pressing charges against whatever smartass at Royal Caribbean decided to see my video about the wire hangers and send plastic hangers to my door.
What? You have a problem with the fact that they listened to your complaints and just gave you... Like, if you didn't want the wire hangers, you should have asked at the spot. When you got them, you could have seen that they're wired hangers and just asked for the plastic ones.
If that was like a...
What? Oh, I guess he's upset that they've been watching him or something?
way to win me over, you should have also sent water bottles. But if that was a sly way of telling me that you're watching, well played. Lastly,
what? I don't think they're trying to scare you. Mark went on to this after he got sponsored by some book company, which makes him a customer on this boat to any extent. I don't think they see you as some sort of antagonist to the Royal Caribbean corporation. Here we get to our first actual real bit of drama.
to whatever Pinnacle members were inside of the card room where I was interviewing Adita, who decided to audition for the role of my grandparents by scolding me for swearing, I would like to see you behind bars. Now they have aerialists flying through the thing and beaches.
You don't need to use the swear words, okay?
Oh. I think
Whoa, they told him old people told him to stop swearing.
that it's fine.
This is a public area.
Oh, okay, well, I'm so sorry that you're offended by swear words.
I've seen too many.
They told him to stop saying f.
Oh, okay, thank you. Don't tell me how to speak. Thank you very much. Anyway, go on. Was I a little...
Whoa. Whoa, drama alert, everybody. Drama, drama, drama. This guy got caught swearing. Let's put him in prison. I'm on the old people's side. I think that swearing is wrong. I think it's f***ing bad. Get what I did? I swore after I said that I think swearing is bad. That was a joke that I just did. So yeah, here's another video of him talking about the music. 104,000 likes.
There are 2 different songs playing within 10 feet of each other.
I can relate. I hate when that's done. It can, like, you know, I got ADHD. Like, I hear that stuff. 2 songs playing at the same time from 2 corners of the room. I'm like a dog where, like, you pretend to throw a ball and they're, like, running around. That's how I am in that situation.
I'm Scrooge McDuck, but I personally don't want to have to greet every person that comes up to my table to ask me how I am when I'm trying to shove a croissant into my mouth at 7 a.m.
I think you are kind of Scrooge McDuck, man. But, you know, that's your call. It's the entertainment role that you've taken up here. This has 104,000 likes, so you are at the sacrifice of being Scrooge McDuck. You are entertaining millions.
And it's like, oh, how is everything in your mouth? It's like stuffed with food. That happens on a loop here.
That's just a restaurant. Okay, so now for this bit, we're already like, he's like kind of deep into it. This is over halfway of the point where he was on the cruise. He has a book club at this point. He's been integrated into the cruise society.
Sorry.
No, what are you doing? Don't worry.
I'm sorry to disturb you guys. I'm sorry, but unfortunately...
You've got to kick us out.
Oh, really?
I'm totally understanding.
What if you just don't look? You know what I mean? You're just like...
He's getting kicked out. They've been targeting him ever since he made that video about coat hangers. And now he's getting kicked out of the Pinnacle Lounge.
You're sort of like, oh my god.
I'm sorry. I know you're very nice. Sabrina, amazing, but unfortunately, I cannot do this.
It's the coat hanger. Shouldn't have messed with the coat hangers, man. Rattled a bunch of snakes that shouldn't be rattled.
Now, to whomever was watching my live on land and decided to spend the $8 to call guest services on the ship and narc on me being in the lounge, despite me being a guest.
So the Pinnacle Lounge, which is where he was, is like an exclusive, the Pinnacle members are like an exclusive thing from what I remember. They have like some sort of exclusive membership in Royal Caribbean, kind of like the people who'd go to a lounge at an airport type of situation. He sat there when it was empty for his book club, and someone was watching the TikTok live, called Royal Caribbean to let them know that a non-Pinnacle member is is in the Pinnacle Lounge. Incredible. So unbelievably petty.
Of someone, which resulted in security coming and escorting me out, solitary confinement. You're a f***ing bore. You ruined that whole little fun bit where I was wearing a Pinnacle name tag. And if there's one thing I hate, it's bit ruiners, okay?
Wow, he had the Pinnacle name tag on. He was deep undercover in that Pinnacle Lounge.
And you'll be delighted to know that I then got called down to guest services version of the principal's office.
See, here's the thing. If I was on the cruise with Mark, I wouldn't have, I think there is a chance that that would have dampened, you know, my experience, right? Like, if I'm just there to have fun because I want to be stuck on a boat for 9 months, and then there's a guy that's there with the goal of making content, I think that might have annoyed me. But from the perspective of an outsider, I now get to find out that a cruise ship has a principal's office.
Sat down on a hideous love seat and scolded. Bitch, I thought I was getting kicked off the ship. I was in that elevator on the way down going Ushuaia to LAX flights tonight.
They would have sent you on a boat into the ocean, on a rubber boat to go back to LA or wherever he's from. He's a TikToker. I'm just assuming he's from LA.
I was like, well, this is it. Been fun. What's crazy is that the call did not come from inside the ship. It came from land, bitch. But it didn't work, bitch, because I'm still here for 5 more days. Good night.
Good night. So Mark was influencer #1 on the boat. The OG, you gotta hand it to him. His viral videos were the ones that we've seen, and also there are just other ones where he's just like arguing with random people, kind of like how, like the swearing video. The next influencer was this guy called Christian Hall, who's also sponsored but I'm not gonna say by who. They're not paying me to mention the sponsorship. They're just paying this guy. I'm not saying the sponsor's name unless you're paying me as well.
So I got sent my room number. It's a balcony room. It's on deck 7. Now I went to a deck 7 plan, and I was like, please be in like the back corner where I can like sneak in, sneak away, like do my little missions.
What missions? These people see a cruise ship as like, I'm here to take this place down. I'm here on a secret mission. I'm here as a spy. I kind of respect that though. That's a very fun and whimsical way of looking at life.
Run and hide and like be out of the way of everybody. Like my room could not be more monitored by staff.
Bro, you're fine. Royal Caribbean's motto is, as long as you don't ask any unnecessary questions about coat hangers, we're not gonna have to break any knees. That's right, it says it on their website. There's something going on with the coat hangers. I think it's like a money laundering scheme sort of situation. I think so. I'm not asking any questions though. This is just a thought.
I am in front of the elevators, the online centre, and business services. There is no sneaking.
With how much money it costs to run a cruise, and with how little at least some people who work on a cruise get paid, I think these staff members are definitely gonna care about what you do. I think these staff members that are getting paid minimum wage with no off days, if you guys remember the last video where we talked about that, with no off days, are gonna use whatever free time they have to monitor your room.
Anyone can see the front door of my room. And I have a feeling Royal Caribbean have done that on purpose. They're like, let's look for Christian Hull's booking. Okay, let's put him in a room where we can keep a close watch on him at all times. And
in case he talks about coat hangers, yeah. They're very scared people will find out what they do with their plastic coat hangers. The first night of Christian Hull's night on the Royal Caribbean cruise, he got sick.
I'm gonna be sick.
Oh, he was gonna be sick. He wasn't sick already, but he was in the process of being sick.
I just had to excuse myself because it's quite pretty rocky and I think I'm gonna throw up.
No, you don't get it, Christian. They probably poisoned him. They put him straight in the middle room where he can be monitored by staff. They put him right over here in the most central position in the ship where they could also poison him, because they knew what a danger he is to their coat hanger operation. What are they doing with those plastic coat hangers? Why didn't they give Mark the plastic coat hangers? Did they not know what it could do to all of his knitwear? Watch out, Christian. They got their eyes on you. You gotta watch out.
Oh, shit.
I do hope he gets better, though. I hope he's better already. An uncomfortable feeling to have, to feel that sick.
Oh my god.
Is he vlogging the whole thing? Is he gonna like film himself like being sick, like vomiting? Is that what's happening? He's like showing the whole way to the toilet. I don't know. I don't want to see that. I'm sorry, man.
The day of drama-filled fistfights. You ready for fistfights? I'm wanting a fistfight.
You're sending a bit of a bad energy into the universe, man. You don't want to start your day off looking for a fist fight.
Do you remember when Mark did this and there was a physical altercation? Well, I came prepared. I brought this person.
He bought a knuckle duster. Remember when Mark did this and got into an altercation? I brought a gun. I brought a sawed-off shotgun to aim at whoever tries to f with me today.
Person shield. Stay away.
I kind of like that. I like that umbrella.
Let's have a look at your tender ticket. Yeah, it's my tender ticket now, you slut.
I like that guy. I like this guy. If you're a bit confused about what the tender stuff is, everyone in the comments is as well. Explain the tender ticket stuff, please. I am lost. Not me thinking it was chicken tenders. I thought that as well, but that's not what it is. So essentially the tender, from what I understand, it's a smaller boat. When they're getting to destination, there's an option to get on a smaller boat. Little boat. Like this. Little boat. Cute little boat. So you can have like a little sail on a smaller boat towards the area. I'll put a big warning that I may be wrong about this, but in the grand scheme of things, I think this is quite an inconsequential think to be wrong about, so I don't care. But from what I remember, what happened with Mark is that there used to be like a first come, first serve kind of situation where like trying to get on that boat. Mark had like an argument with people about that. There was like people started like, I don't know, kind of pushing each other or something like that. That whole video is like 10 minutes long and it's not that interesting, so that's why I didn't include it here. But now they just have some sort of ticket system, which isn't explained in this video, so I don't fully understand how it works. Christian came into this day looking for a similar sort of drama as to what Mark had, but the ticket system seems to be a bit more organized now.
I just got given, how absolutely beautiful was that? I just got given a tender ticket number 6.
So you got ticket number 6.
Do you know Chrissy lined up for 3.5 hours yesterday and she got tender ticket number 11, got number 6. I'm going to use this tomorrow for cans.
So I think that's that really.
Tender ticket number 16.
16. They're bored, they sort of bored pretty quickly. Like, the process is pretty good. I was expecting a lot more chaos. I was expecting a fist fight.
He didn't get the fist fight, he didn't get to use the middle finger umbrella.
I wanted a fist fight. Why did I want a fist fight? In conclusion,
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. But I guess, you know, we all sometimes bring in a negative energy to a day, like wanting a fist fight. Over time, it started to seem like Royal Caribbean began to be kind of in on the whole thing with the influencers. Just obviously more aware to how many eyes that the whole drama around the cruise is bringing. Sadly, I can't find the campaign details for this any longer. So we gotta watch this video of this woman talking about it on top of this video of this guy talking about it. But that's just what life is sometimes. Ever dreamt of embarking on the ultimate world cruise? Turn that dream into reality with Royal Caribbean. With 1 billion views and counting, we're on the... We'll never know. We'll never know what they're on. Is being abroad this ship like being part of a reality TV show? We're seeking creators with engaged audiences and a strong passion for fitness, fashion, or food. You see, I'd apply, but I'm a man who lacks any sort of passion. Not a lot of passion over here. Pack your bags because we're sending you and a guest on a 16-night adventure from April 8th to 24th. Brace yourself for an all expenses blah 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 blah. A few months after Mark's tenure as the Royal Caribbean TikToker, he now has a lot to say about content creation on the boat.
Get ready for a 10-hour flight with me while I tell you how I'm joining the 9-month Ultimate World Cruise.
Wrong. Royal Caribbean is putting this girl onto the 9-month cruise in yet another desperate attempt to save face from the media shitstorm I caused.
What? What media shitstorm? We're talking about coat hangers and music being too loud. That's like the sort of things that like my grandparents will complain about.
You guys suck at social media. Fire the whole team, truly, for the love of God. But you know what? I get it. I would be pissed too if I launched the largest cruise ship ever created, only to have every headline talking about the chaos happening aboard the famed 9-month cruise. And don't think I haven't seen how vastly different you're treating Christian Hull now that he's aboard. Sending 48 bottles of water to his room. Babe, did you think I was gonna be mad at that?
They were sending you coat hangers, man. Do you know how valuable plastic coat hangers are? They're a rarity on the ocean.
Like, that's what I was asking for the whole time. I was sitting there saying, hey, I think everyone deserves these small conveniences, not just people you say are special. I know you think that reads as, ha ha ha, we're in on the funny joke about the water bottles. But in reality, that just reads as, if you talk good about us, we'll give you stuff.
What? Also, yes, of course they'll give you stuff. They're a massive brand. Of course they'll prefer to give free things to people who are saying nice things about them. You think if like, you know, I go out there and I'm like, I hate Papa John's. I hate Papa John's. Whenever I see somebody eating a Papa John's, I throw it out the window. I don't think that would cause Papa John's to want to send me a few of their pizzas. Absolutely not.
Which is exactly why, allegedly, Royal Caribbean has contacted some of the TikTokers aboard the 9-month cruise and told them that if they make videos about how much fun they're having on the world cruise, they will give them a free excursion. Allegedly. To that I say, honestly, to any of the TikTokers who are considering that deal, I'll pay for your excursion.
Again, that's a brand deal essentially. And if they are getting those things for free, they should disclose it, of course. If they are disclosing it, then there's no problem really with just, you know, making an ad. But if they're not, I agree, that is a problem.
See, you can say many things about my experience aboard the Ultimate World Cruise, but what you can't say is that my opinion was bought. I'd like to remind you that I went onto that cruise saying, I'm not here to make friends, I'm here to make content. And honestly, if Royal Caribbean was smart, they would have been taking notes.
Your opinion may have not been bought, but it is like, a bias is not a thing that's inherently positive, right? You said it yourself, you're there to make content. The thing that will lead to the most engaging content happening is negativity, is drama. So you haven't been bought by Royal Caribbean, but you know, what you did was in a way bought by the algorithm. And maybe that gives us a lesson about life as well, you know? How much of our behaviors are consistently bought by algorithms? Sometimes they're bought by a cruise ship, but sometimes they're bought by an algorithm. I'll be real for a second and say that I've been looking for a brand to put me on the cruise ship. That's a thing that I've been working on behind the scenes. So we'll see if that happens. I really want to go on it. It's just super expensive. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Subscribe right now so Papa John's know to sponsor my trip on the 9-month world cruise.